Preventing the next attack is foremost on the minds of law enforcement, of course, but Muslim groups have long complained that a surveillance program by New York police crossed the line. Today, they pleaded their case before a federal appeals court, and Anna Werner has that.
This predominantly Muslim community in Paterson, New Jersey, was one of the areas under police surveillance after 9/11. New York Police Department officers monitored mosques, businesses, and schools in what the department said was an effort to root out potential terrorists.
What do we want? Justice.
But in court today, Muslim groups argued their constitutional rights were being violated. Bahar Azmi is an attorney for the plaintiffs.
You can keep people safe, you just have to use legitimate law enforcement methods like actual suspicion. It doesn't keep anyone safe to target people based on their religious beliefs.
Last February, a judge threw out the group's lawsuit, saying there was no evidence the NYPD chose its targets based on religion. But the groups contend that beginning in 2002, police spied on ordinary individuals who were not suspected of illegal activity, and they want such surveillance outlawed. 39-year-old Farhaj Hassan is an Army reservist who served in Iraq for more than a year. He says his mosque was targeted, and that made him stop going.
The American Muslim community was victimized by the New York City Police Department and their warrantless surveillance. There's no reason that should stand to continue.
The NYPD demographics unit, which conducted the surveillance, was shut down in March. When we asked if blanket surveillance of Muslim communities was continuing, the NYPD declined to comment, citing the ongoing court case. The three-judge panel that heard today's arguments is not expected to rule for several months.
Anna Werner. Thank you, Anna. In another developing story today, divers recovered the cockpit voice recorder from the wreckage of the Air Asia flight that crashed in the Java Sea last month. They brought up the flight data recorder yesterday. These recorders should provide clues into what caused the accident that killed 162 people. 48 bodies have been recovered. Here at home, the job market continues to get better and better. Today, the Labor Department said there were nearly 5 million job openings in November, up nearly 3%, the most since January of 2001. Here's Anthony Mason.
Alex Asafah, tired of working only on commission, quit his job at a car dealership near Atlanta 2 months ago.
It was a pretty good gig, and just kind of lacked growth there. So I decided, let me see what Drive Time is about.
The 28-year-old salesman jumped to Drive Time, a rapidly expanding used car dealership, when they offered him a salary plus a commission and bonuses.
I know that a check is going to come, so that puts me at ease, gives me a little peace of mind, and that's huge to me.
Asafah is one of a growing number of Americans willing to quit their jobs. The so-called quit rate, which plummeted after the recession, has now reached levels we haven't seen since 2008, says economist Mark Zandi.
So it means that workers are more confident, they're asking for bigger pay increases, and I think businesses soon will have no choice but to provide those wage increases to their workers to keep them.
Aetna, the healthcare giant, is boosting pay for its lowest-earning employees. About 5,700 workers will get a minimum of $16 an hour starting in April, an increase of up to $5. And the number of unemployed workers per job opening, which hit 6.2 after the recession, is now less than 2 to 1. But economist Michael Hansen with Bank of America Merrill Lynch says wage growth has barely been keeping up with inflation.
Why aren't wages going up?
Yeah, I think the labor market's tightening. I'm not sure it's tight just yet. I think there are still people on the sidelines. There's a large number of people who are part-time employed relative to past recoveries.
But wage pressure is building. 17% of small businesses say they'll be raising pay in the next 6 months. And Scott, that number has been rising steadily in recent months.
Better news. Anthony, thanks very much.